Last time on Knights of the Rolled Table, the party along with Turtle Bard Wander Dirtle were looking for a missing knight in the swamps of Zolar Spiral. At the request of Old Tula, a rhyming hag, they were shrunk down to ant size to go inside a rotting tree. After fighting off a nasty bug infestation, they rescued Cyrano, a tiefling warlock, and saved the tree. Tula was pleased and granted each member a special ability for their bravery. After heading back to Glorn, they prepared for their next rescue mission.
All right, hey, welcome back to Knights of the Rolled Table. We are starting off 2022. This is going to be the year of Rolled Table success. Woohoo!
Yay!
All right, so we're going to continue from where we left off, and you guys are back in Glorn. It has been a day. Everybody had a long rest. You're around the table. You're discussing where you want to go next, and Raffaella comes in, and she says, so have you made a decision? I see that you all had breakfast. Is it going to be the Sunless Jungle, where one of our mystery knights has been sent on a secret mission? I'm afraid I don't know much more than that, other than
How many mystery knights are there? Like, how do we not know? We are the knights, right? Like, we should know who we are, right?
The person that was sent, they wanted to keep the party relatively small, being one, and apparently something is there, or someone is there that knows something that's of great importance, but it was of such importance that they didn't want to let anyone else know for fear of, well, you know, when we had those traitorous sort of events a while back, and this was during that time is when he was sent. So
all right. And the other one,
before they knew who they could trust, they sent this person to retrieve some information. That's all I know. I'm sorry. It is quite a dangerous place. The Sunless Jungle is no joke, as they say. So, and then the other place, which I find quite charming in terms of the vista, is Boulderbell, which is in the northern part of the United King's realm. As we know, the United King's many of their cities have been overthrown by some of the lesser elites, but this Boulderbell area is more of a wine country. It's and the chateau, which runs the small town, has come under some scrutiny of being haunted, and the assassin was sent there to try to rid this cursed land of whatever plague that's been bothering the people, but he never returned.
Well, I'm in favor of the haunted winery, that's for sure. It'll go nicely with my cheese.
And Boone speaks up and he says, "Oh, if you do find a nice wine, make sure to bring it back. I'm trying to build up my collection. You know, have a couple of vintages that are some good choices for passersby and for guests and whatnot."
Oh, sure.
Well, a sunless jungle does not sound like a good environment to grow grapes, so I guess we'd have to go to the winery one, right?
Yeah, we better check it out.
Excellent. Well, that is a good choice, and I will send you there momentarily. But first, if anyone would like a boon, I believe you have the ability to boost some confidence, as it were. Would anyone like to have an ability given to them by Boone?
Oh, sure, why not?
Yeah, sure, that was kind of fun.
Oh, yeah, did anybody get to use their special talent that I was able to give them last time?
I used mine, and I think a good time was had by all, and there will be no negative repercussions for what I did with my dancing spell, so bring it on.
Sure, okay. Igneous, so he concentrates real hard, and I have not prepared anything, so we're just gonna see what happens. All right, so he concentrates real hard and shoots a beam at you, and you feel a sparkly tingle in your feet. And for 1 hour, you have an extra foot of movement.
An extra foot. That's great for monks. Oh,
Just
of movement.
one
Okay.
of movement. No, you didn't grow a third foot.
Thunk.
Although that would be funny. You have
Flurry
one.
of feet.
You have one extra foot of movement.
It's
when
one
you
little
move.
foot that grows off of my big foot, and when I make my regular
Oh.
movement, it just takes one more step.
No, this is what it is. This is what it is. So he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna try to give you. I'm gonna really try to concentrate this time, guys. I'm gonna give you. What do you want? Like more movement?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay." So he beams you, and then you notice this little foot growing out of your other foot, and it has a little boot. And so mechanically, how this works is if you kick somebody, that foot can also kick, and it will provide 1 damage.
Yay! Baby foot.
It's a little extra foot.
This is
all right.
the weirdest thing I can remember happening to me. This will go away later, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's only temporary. Sorry. Sorry.
All right.
I'm really trying to focus on instead of making it random chaos magic, I'm really trying to focus on making something happen. So, but
Okay.
it's kind of tricky. Anybody else?
Well, I did want one, but I'm second guessing that decision at this point. But
Oh,
Boone,
come
why
on.
not? It'll be a lark. Let's do it.
What is it that you'd like?
I'd like to be a little bit more deadly.
Okay, deadly. Sure. Let me think about that. All right.
To other
and then
people,
so he
not myself.
too late, and he beams you. he shoots a beam at you,
And I
and
dab. Reroll a character.
he shoots a black glowing beam at you, kind of like the dark saber, and it's like this black beam, but it's glowing, and this sort of energy sort of reverberates inside of you, and you see your hands turn this kind of veiny black kind of charcoal color, and then it sort of sinks in like ink sinking into a paper, and then it goes back.
So I have no idea what just happened.
Well,
I'm looking her over for appendages.
I was really trying to
raise your
focus
arms,
on. No,
just
I
check.
didn't grow any extra hands. But I was trying to do something with your touch. You know that you said you wanted to be more deadly, so maybe when you touch something, it might create deadliness.
Igneous, come over here. Let me touch you.
Oh no! Why don't you touch the foot?
Oh, I don't want to kill the foot.
Well, I'm more attached to the rest of me than a new foot. So if you go and touch it, if you go and touch something with your death hands, touch the little baby foot.
You know what? I'll wait until we can be around.
Try
some
Yenni.
water.
She'll try anything. Someone says.
But I actually like Yenni.
That's true.
Hey,
Do you touch Igneous or not?
No, I'll wait. I'm gonna wait till
I
we can
revoke
be
my
around
foot.
some. Are there any plants or anything near us, or like a fungus? Or...
There are no plants inside of the dining hall.
No. Okay. Well, then I'll wait until we're out in the wilds and try it out.
Okay. Anyone else? Boone says.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll take something.
Okay, Theo. What would you like?
Oh, I wish I was a little, maybe had a thicker skin or thicker armor.
A thicker skin. Okay. Let me concentrate real hard. He just beams you with this kind of purple and yellow beam, sort of swirling around, and it it covers your whole body in this kind of glow, and that it shimmers a bit. And you notice, you kind of look down and you see your hands and your arms, and you feel your neck, and it kind of gets hot for a second. It's like, ugh. And you see everything start to turn this kind of ashy gray, and then it turns brown, and then it kind of turns gray again. And for the next 12 hours, your skin is going to shift between your normal skin. When it's time for you to armor up, so to speak, you can roll a d4, and if you get a 4, you will have stone skin, and if you get a 3, you will have bark skin.
Ooh.
But if you roll
Fun.
a 1 on a d4, you will have
Jelly skin.
you have I want to say like a sticky like a sticky green ooze skin, like a translucent sort of slime skin, and
Gross.
anything you touch it'll stick to, and you absorb extra damage. So if you roll a 1 on a d4, you get slime skin.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that one worked. That was an ace in the hole. Anybody else? And Theo, as far as you know, you're just like, okay, I think I kind of have an ability to like change my exterior armor. Like you kind of feel like,
Sure.
okay, yeah.
I would I would like a boon to be able to help my friends.
Okay, help your friends. Okay, sure, help your friends. All right, I'll see what I can do. Any type of way that you want to be able to help them specifically.
Protect them from harm.
Protect them from harm. Okay. Protect them from harm. All right. So he concentrates real hard, and he has two of his eyes actually kind of look at each other and are like, yeah. And they kind of nod, and they shoot at the same time and shoot like two eyes, and they kind of cross the streams, and it goes and pink and green. And then it shimmers, and you see all these little Kirby speckles around you. And then it stops. You feel pretty good. You feel kind of light and airy on your feet, and nothing physically has changed about you. And you feel like, okay, yeah, I feel like I could protect people from harm. Yeah, sure, I got that. That's all you kind of notice.
Okay.
Right now.
Thank you, boon.
Let me know, Matt, during this adventure, if you see anyone that you feel like you need to protect.
Okay.
And I'll let you know what happens. If you're like, oh, I see someone and they're getting attacked. Like that's what I want you to keep in mind.
Gotcha.
And Yenni, would you like something, or are you good?
I feel a lot less scary since we got turned tiny. Is there any way you could make me scarier?
Oh, scarier. Well, I can try. And then he all right, let me see here. Let me bring up a random table of monsters.
Just turns you into a black dragon.
Just turn me into an IRS form.
Too many numbers. This episode of Knights of the Roll Table is brought to you by H&R Block. H&R Block, this tax season, get the most from your refund. HRBlock.com.
Carlos, Yenni, go ahead and roll a D100.
Oh, 94.
Y'all see this beam of white and pearlescent sort of yellow hit Yenni, and Yenni kind of lifts up a second and then levitates down, and all of a sudden from the back of her head and from her hair, these little kind of points of spikes come out, these little quills and tendrils, these little pointy spikes, and she grows a little snout with a little black nose, and she gets little claw hands, and her hands get smaller, and she got little claws, and and she basically has become a porcupine girl. She's a little were porcupine. She's like Ash from
again.
Sing.
Oh, again.
This literally happened hours ago.
Wow, that's I hope that's scary. You got a lot of quills.
I just snarl at Boone a little bit.
You do have an extra ability called quill attack where you can shoot quills at people, dealing 1d6 extra damage as a bonus action.
Ooh, okay. Does the count as an attack or like a bonus action or
Bonus action.
Got it. Great. Thank you.
Because it's a temporary racial trait as a were porcupine. Making stuff up as we go. That's how the game works, I'm sure.
I think she's kind of adorable. I think having an extra foot's kind of scarier than that and also less functional, but okay.
Are you kidding? I hate porcupines. They're terrifying to me.
Well, that makes sense then. All right.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to have eyes coming out of your head? But little quills? That's scary. You can't even control them.
That makes a lot more sense now. All right.
Sure,
we should get
sure.
going.
Yeah, you could put your eyes out.
I know. Boone just kind of backs up from Yenni a little bit and just rethinking what he's done.
Mortal enemy of eyeballs is needles, and so
yeah,
here we
he
are.
He kind of like all of his eyes, sort of like narrow, very small, and they're all just like you just see a little beady Boone eyes. Beady Boone Eyes, my new alternative yodeling band, Beady Boone Eyes. So you make your way down to the Grumble Gate. Raffaella goes with you, and she does her little teleportation circle thing. Kind of looks at Theo right before turning her head, and says, "Good luck," and opens it up, and the portal has opened to the United King's realm. It's orange and spinning around. And y'all jump on through?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, Raphael,
One big step, and then one tiny step.
Yeah. You feel your bodies kind of get stretched through time and space, and then you land on a peaceful and green villa, surrounded by trees and a burgeoning countryside. There are farmlands and fields in the distance, and a small town, a sort of French adorned and decorated architecture for our purposes of just knowing what it looks like. Little chateaus, and you see in the distance on a large hill a mountainous castle made of stone and wood, with several spires looming over, surrounded by a little ring of trees that is above this small hamlet or the small town, I should say. And you're in between the town and the castle. What would you like to do?
Well, Rebecca, looks like there's lots of room for you to walk around here, so just make yourself at home.
And she starts grazing a little bit, just pleasantly. There's even actually, like, in the distance, there's a couple of goats and other sheep, and they kind of look up at her, like, regarding Rebecca, and they're like, and she's like,
now make friends, be nice, remember?
She kind of like looks at you, and
Yeah.
does Rebecca have like
yourself.
a bell or a something that around her neck? I forget. Or she like, does she have a collar of some kind?
She has a crystal.
Oh, okay.
I just
Gotcha.
made that up. Sure. Yeah,
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So she kind of like just meanders off a little bit and starts looking at the others. And okay. Adventures of Rebecca is a one shot that we'll do later. Everybody plays goats. It's gonna be awesome.
Done.
In 3, 2. No. All right. So what do the rest of you want to do?
So we're basically just in like a French village.
Yeah, you're in a French village, little town. It's a quiet village.
The Dordogne.
Yeah, so you see like a pretty substantial little town with 1 and 2 story little buildings. There's a little church and a a well and things like that. It's not huge, but it's not a city or anything. It's
Town
like,
stuff.
Well, let's see, where do we begin? Is there like an information center? Where's the town hall?
Visitor center.
Where's
Make
the-
a. Oh, you were asking about people. From where you are, there's a few people walking around. You can see in the streets this
And
time
we
of day.
know that this assassin was investigating what
A
was it?
lord.
winery.
Haunted winery.
He was investigating a lord in that was in charge of this part of the realm.
All right, I want to flag down the first like official looking person that I see.
Okay, so you want to head to the into
I
the
want
doing
to
a
speak to a
badge.
manager, Chris. I wanna
Somebody with a
speak
really
to-
big hat with a feather in it, or a badge, or some kind of cape.
Who's wearing a name tag? Who has a vest and a name tag on?
I mean,
Okay,
if we want
so
the
you
Lord,
head
probably
into
that big
town,
castle over there.
and you head into town. And Jen, can I have you roll a d20 for me?
Just a flat D20. That's a 9.
Okay. Okay. So you see a athletic and posing male with shorter hair, a very square chin, jawline. He's walking around with a little waistcoat on, and he kind of catches your eye, and what do you say?
All right, you'll do. Excuse me, sir,
I'm
person.
sorry. Yes.
Hello, Diedre Solanka. Pleasure to meet you. Listen, I'm.
Hello.
My compatriots and I are looking for a vineyard or a winery nearby that is allegedly afoul of some poltergeist of sorts. Could you
vineyard?
perhaps be a dear and point us in that direction?
Well, there's no vineyards or wineries around here. There's not for about half a day's journey, I would say. I mean, what is it you're looking for?
Oh, it's a bit of a lark between my friends and I. Is there perhaps like a government official somewhere that we could take a moment with just to get to the bottom of what we're looking for here? You look like you're well connected, chap.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
It's kind of sussing you out a little bit.
What? But I'm so cute.
Pretty sus.
18.
18. All right. He says, well, I would like to be of assistance to visitors of our town. My name is Flip Royal Shine, by the way. I am a local constable, and you can just call me Flip. And
Thank you, Flip.
no problem. I'm a constable, but we don't really have a government official, as you say. As you know, the United Kings have been going through a bit of a restructuring, as it were, and we had a bit of an upheaval with what's all going on with the elites, I believe is what they've been calling themselves.
What's all going on with the elites? What is that?
Well, I mean, it's all these terrible people, and they took over the ruling class in the bigger cities of the United Kings. There was a large insurrection, as it were, and they took over the large cities, and all of the people in power were thrown out. Here we live a bit disjointed from the civilized towns. We're a small town. We keep to ourselves. The only person that was sort of self-appointed in charge was Lord Bergemont, but he hasn't been seen for about 2 or 3 years.
Oh dear, well that sounds terribly suspicious. This Lord Bergemont?
Bergemont.
Bergemont. I'm so sorry. It's the local dialect. It's really charming. Lord B, as it were. Whereabouts would he normally be found, or what can you tell us about him and his situation?
He kind of looks behind you and gestures his eyes up to the large castle that is on the hill behind you. When he was to be found, he was up there, but I'm afraid I'm a bit newer to the town. The person you'd probably want to talk to is Shyla Frostmaker. Shyla is the one that's been around here the longest. She's a bit of an older woman. She normally hangs out in the Pint Size pub
That sounds
Right.
good.
Pint
Sorry, what?
size or Pint's eyes?
The Pint's Eyes pub.
Pint's eyes. I see what they did there.
Pint's eyes.
Good
And
name.
Shyla.
and what was the woman's name?
Shyla.
Shia LaBeouf.
Not Shia. Shyla. Frostmaker.
Frostmaker. That's what you said.
All right. Well, thank you, darling. You have been an absolute treasure. I appreciate your time, Flip.
Oh, no problem.
Uh,
Mrs. Sorry, I forgot your name already.
Oh, Diedre. Diedre Semenka.
Salamander. Deborah Salamander. Yes, of course.
Close enough. All right. Well, off we are. But it looks like we're going to go grab a pint.
All right. So, do you want to head toward the Pint's Eyes pub?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go to there.
You head over. It's not too big of a town, so you notice after a couple shops and establishments, you see a small tavern, a pub with there's a little sign with a pint tankard with little eyes painted on it. And it's the Pints, and it says the Pint's Eyes Pub.
What types of shops are we passing?
They're like little avenues, like little shop, like wood carvings, and there's some glass
They have little
ornaments
keychains with like your name on them. And...
No, it's not kitschy. It's like it's like a French
and stuff.
It's like a French border town. Yeah, there's some like
it's not
linens,
it's
and
not
there's
like
some,
Orlando. It's more like Sonoma.
yeah, it's upper crusty kind of stuff. I mean, there's things that like, why would they sell this here? But it's probably really expensive. Like there's a chair, and there's a some curtains, and there's a rug store, and there's a place that sells just like baguettes and some fresh baked breads and things like that.
There was somebody selling some glass pieces.
Yeah, there's a kind of a small glass. It looks like a blown glass kind of glass. I don't know what the term for it is. A glass maker.
Is there like a jeweler or anything here?
Give me a perception or investigation if you want to like really spend time on it.
Yeah, I don't think.
No, I mean I didn't
happening.
mean that. I didn't mean that. I meant
I
like
don't think
if
we
you-
have anything else to do. Why don't you shop the local wares then? We'll just
18.
wait for you.
Hey, if we're all the way here, we may as well stop. And he ain't getting any more found if we don't look for him.
As you're looking around, you see a shop that has some gears, and a sign that has like a gear kind of insignia, and it has like a little sort of gem cut symbol on the gear, and there's like a little almost like a clock face. So there's like a few different kind of icons, and it says the the timely. Help me out.
The timely lass.
The timely lass. Sure.
Okay, I'll head in there. Hail there, shopkeeps.
Okay, are you just leaving your party?
Hey, I'll be back. Let me know how it goes.
All right. So Theo just walks away. The rest of you,
Rest of Theo!
we'll get back to Theo in a bit. I don't know if anybody wants to go with him or not, but the rest of you head to the Pint's Eyes pub. You head into the Pint's Eyes pub, and you notice a few people, mostly humans. There's a few people. It's about lunchtime, so there's a few people having lunch. There's like one or two couples. There's an old man that's kind of like drowning his sorrows in the corner with a beard and a kind of a thick hat. Looks like somebody that just is down on his luck. And then there's a old woman that's sitting at the bar on a stool, and she's talking with the bartender, and she's kind of laughing like, "That's a good one."
You think that's her? I say to the group, I think that's her.
I mean, there's only one way to find out. I did the last interaction. Does somebody want to facilitate this one, or do you want me to just keep on charming people?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Fine. Shayla Frost something, was it? Right.
Shyla.
Oh, what a wonderfully marvelous, infectious laugh you have, darling. Hello, it's such a pleasure to meet you. My name's Diedre.
She takes you in for a second, and she says, "Ah, well, the pleasure's mine. Fine folk coming in here." And then she kind of looks at the bartender, and he says, "Oh, can I get you all anything? A pint? We've got a nice amber ale on tap."
I don't suppose you have a Chablis, do you? Or perhaps a Pinot Grigio?
"Or see what I can round up." And he kind of goes in the back, leaving you to Shyla.
So I hope you don't mind my assuming, but I believe are you Shyla?
Aye, that's me, the only old lady around here.
Well,
Who sent you?
Oh, nobody sent us, but I was just chatting with my dear friend Flip out in the town square, and he was telling me
Flip, what a cad. He's a young, available man, you know.
Oh, yes, really. Well, very observant of you. Yes, no, I was just, he told me that you would be somebody who would know about the goings-on around here, and I was hoping
Well, of course, I've been around for a while. Most of these ruffians came into town not 1 or 2 years ago, but I've been around for 30 years.
Oh, that is quite some time. So I'm sure you're familiar with the strange goings-ons of the disappearance of a Lord
Bergemont. And as soon as you say that, her demeanor shifts quite a bit, and her smile kind of goes away, and her jowls kind of sink a little bit. And she's Lord Otto Bergemont. Yes.
Oh, were you too close?
Oh no, he was a mysterious man, mostly kept to himself in the castle up there. He used to come down every once in a while, buy produce, and then his servants came, and then no one came at all. You see, it's just, well, it's a shame, really. His wife and family, his 2 children, they passed away with a terrible illness about 10 years ago. And after that, the Lord changed. He never came down anymore, just servants. And then the servants eventually started leaving town, and with that, many of the people that used to live here packed up and left. They thought the land was just, downtrodden, and people didn't want to come, and he wasn't putting money into the upkeep, so everyone started leaving. People that are here now are just trying to make money in the local mines and trying to start farms, but it's not what it used to be.
Do we know, is he still up there, or?
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah. 18.
Gosh, 18s.
I'm a +6 to persuasion, so.
I know. All right. I think all we had is 18 so far. All right. So she says, well, I can't really say, dear. It's been a few years, and no one has seen him, so I don't know if he's often left in the middle of the night, or maybe he's just up there to himself, or maybe he's died. Who knows? At that point, the bartender comes back, and he says, he brings a small glass. It's not a wine glass. It's more of like a glass. I don't know, like brandy glass, and it has like kind of a dark red liquid in it. And he's like, I couldn't find a Chablis, but I found a Merlot. I hope it's all right.
That'd be fine. Thank you, darling.
Oh, any of the rest of you?
I'll have one of your famous pint eyes.
Kind of looks at you oddly and
Is that not a
Sorry.
thing? Pints? Pints are a thing, right? Do you do
Uh,
pints of something that's not eyes?
and Shyla looks at the bartender and says, Dupree, just put it on my tab. Get them all one of the pints.
Thank
The
you very
ambers,
much.
please. That's Dupree. He's the nicest bartender.
Thanks, Dupree.
Came from. Where did you come from? And he's getting the pints in the back. He's like, Castor. He's like, okay, all right. Most of the people around here came from other places trying to find a new start.
Is Castor near here?
Well, it's across the sea.
All right. Does the terrain around here look anything similar to where we were in season 4, like we might recognize, or does it not
No,
really
it's-
cue
this
us
is-
into being near?
This is on a different continent.
Okay.
It's a little bit more
Frenchy.
Western European. Yeah.
We've
Hills
done,
and
we've done Italian. Now we got to do French countryside.
countryside. Yeah. It's quaint. There's lots of fences and stuff. And a nice fence, nice architecture. Next, we're gonna do Germany with like all the tubes and stuff like that. All right, so she says, she continues. Shyla takes a sip of her ale and she says, "Well, after he didn't come down much, then some other men started coming into town. Hooded men, cloaked, pale. Some of them were dark in the eyes. Didn't talk much either. Not one for conversations. And then it all stopped. It just, all of a sudden, no one came. No one came, no one left. Sometimes we'd see fires coming from the castle in the wee hours of the night. You know, I had to get up and walk my cat, and I'd see some fires on the from the castle, you know, when no one should be up. But then we heard chanting and screaming, crying, and then it all just went dark.
Anyone
I
go
think
up to
one-
check?
Well, one bloke did, Sylvester, I think his name was, but and then his friend went, and neither one of them came back. So some people started saying it was cursed, haunted even. Anytime someone goes up there, they're brash young adventurers like yourselves, a bit more green though. You look like you've had some battle, and
I'm going
But-
to try not to take that personally.
well, I no offense, dearie, but some adventurers that may be just looking for some quick treasure might have gone up there, but they never come back. So anytime somebody wants to, you know, if you're looking for treasure, that's not the place to go. Only gloom and sadness and death.
Afraid we're looking for someone that we've never met before.
Who would that be?
Well, the name is a little odd. You would probably remember it if you'd heard it. We know.
I mean, you
his
did
name,
meet
right?
Flip outside, didn't you? Everyone here is a little bit odd.
XX bloody and then it was some symbols. Does that ring any bells?
Less than 3.
Yeah.
Are you speaking in a code?
Well,
No,
you'd have to
just
see
his
it
name.
written. I like is there something I can like write it out on?
No. Not really a parchment or
All right,
coasters
well,
or
if
anything
the
like
XX
that.
thing doesn't ring a bell, maybe you didn't met him, but
You want to carve it into the bar, I guess you could do that.
doesn't seem polite. But a friend of ours might have gone up to check on the Lord a ways back. Anything like that happen?
Well, what did he look like? I'm not good with names, but faces I remember.
Kind of assassin-y.
And
far
Igneous,
as we
this is where your knowledge from Oakheart. I don't know how much you want to reveal, but you did see this person as a spy for the Fire Army. So you don't know exactly. I mean, you heard the name while you were spying, and you saw this person, and whether you can put two or two together and know that that's who it was, because you heard him called Steve a lot by this eccentric French lady, and you know, like, so if you want to roll a intelligence check for me.
Technically, he would have been called Stivon.
Yeah, exactly.
7.
Yeah, it's a little weird. It's almost like it's maybe like a password or something, but it was always around this small group that you were spying on.
All right, well, this is a little weird, but he's possibly like kind of a skinny teenager wearing a lot of layers, like he's like dark layers, like he's like really cold all the time, kind of thing.
Well, I hate to say it, but if you're looking for an edgelord, they come through here every 2 or 3 months, and there's so many people wearing dark cloaks. It's not the most original thing.
All right, well, anybody recent head on up there, or do they usually head on up there looking for trouble?
If someone heads up there, it's when the guards aren't looking, because they normally wouldn't let people go up there unless they have.
Right.
So if your
kinda
friend
sneaky.
went up there, they'd probably have snuck up there and not told anybody, I imagined. What's the matter with you?
Nothing. We're just
He
gonna.
takes another drink.
We're probably just gonna hang around here and shop and then go home and not do any of that trouble stuff. So we'll just thank you for the points, and
Right. Well, if you're doing shopping, stay away from that. The clockmaker is a bit of a swindler, but everything else is fine. Cut to the...
Oh no!
cut to our the timely lass, where Theo walks in. Ding-a-ding-ding. I'll be right with you.
Oh, okay.
And
Thank
you just see this little gnome pop up. And he like walks up, and you see him like walk up on some steps behind the counter, and he's like, "Yes, may I help you?"
Oh, yeah.
Look at you! You're a tall fellow.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Hold on a sec. Wait, hold on. Wait, don't go
Oh,
anywhere.
excuse me?
I have to find. Where is it? Just like immediately just starts
I don't know what's
banging
happening.
metal. Wait, don't go. Hold on.
I'm not moving. I don't know.
Here I go. And he puts on these big, thick spectacles. You see this little gnome with wiry blonde hair, and he has these big, thick. Oh, now I can see. Oh, you are that tall. Okay. Hey, nice to meet you.
Hail.
What can I do for you? Welcome to the Timely Lass.
Well, I was curious if you sold jewelry.
Jewelry. Oh, yes. Yes, we have the finest jewelry. It is wonderful and fine. What kind of jewelry exactly are you looking for?
Well, I was hoping to buy a ring.
Oh, a ring. Yes. Well, we have a wide assortment of rings that could be made to wear around your wrist, perhaps, or perhaps a ring that goes around your neck.
No, one for a finger.
Oh, a traditional ring,
proper,
right?
ring, yes.
Right. Well, in that case, I could commission something for you, but it would happen to be ready in a few days.
Oh, okay. You don't have any ready-made rings?
Well, rings are a little bit popular around here. They're hard to come by. I mean, I suppose I could do a rush order, but it would cost you.
Oh, I'm willing to pay. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. What kind of gemstone would you like in the ring? He starts pulling out some parchment and like little scraps, and he's looking in his jacket, and it's like this long kind of blue duster leather jacket, and it pulls a pencil from out of his hair that you didn't see before, and he's like, okay, here we go. Let's see, a ring, traditional, and what type of metal would you like? Platinum, electrum, gold, silver, copper?
Gold,
Oh,
please.
gold, a gold ring.
Yes.
Oh, this is for someone special, perhaps?
Oh, yes, perhaps, yes.
A special giant person just like yourself. What are you, a giant?
No, orc.
Oh. And he kind of takes a step back. All right, well, you seem like a friendly sort. And what kind of gemstone would you like, Mr. Orc?
Well, I was thinking either diamond or sapphire.
how about a topaz? We've got a special this month on topazes. They're kind of
Special?
an orange and black and sort of a shimmery deal. And he holds up something that's basically looks like a quartz. It's just like this kind of dull, not polished, quartzy kind of,
Oh.
not orange at all. He's like, it hasn't been polished yet. Mind, but once it's put in the tumbler, it's mighty fine shine that'll make her so fine, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. This maybe doesn't look like the right place for me. I think I'll
Let
head
me
somewhere.
tell you something. Let me tell you something, son.
Okay.
I am the finest jeweler. I know it says the timely. It's a clock thing, and I do clock bits and whatnot. But I also am the only person that could do jewelry within 2 days' travel of this whole place. So if you need,
Is that true?
Of course, it's true. You make a insight check.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
15.
I rolled a 19.
Oh man.
Yeah, he seems pretty like why would he lie? You know.
Totally.
Of course it
I
is.
trust you implicitly then. Okay, I
Of
will
course
commission the
it is.
topaz gold ring.
Here, smell this, and he just like sprays some
Smell?
like mist in. And it smells like lavender and garlic, and he's like, "This is the smell of someone that's been working for 2 nights straight on the work for a commission, and that is a special smell that I like to give myself inspiration for working on hard earned money that has been given to me, and I will make something for you. You know what I'm saying."
Yeah,
Of course, you're a
definitely.
you're a smart dragon person, aren't you? Wait, you did say
Well,
you were a
I'm-
dragon? Wait, no, you're an ogre. That's right. You're a nice
Well-
ogre. So, I mean, listen, I will do this for you. I don't normally make this kind of exception, but you look like a smart young man, and of course, I'm sure this is true love, isn't it? So, I tell you what, instead of charging my normal fee of 500 gold, I will do it for 450 gold.
Wow, that to me seems like a deal.
It is quite a deal, and normally these types of rings would cost 700, 800, 900 gold. But I will charge you for a rush order, and it will be done by tomorrow morning. I'll stay up all night. I've got plenty of garlic lavender spray, so and he seems a little bit more wired now. He's like straight up. I will stay up all night and rush order this and make you this topaz ring. I can even make the ring look like a diamond if you want, but it will actually be topaz.
Oh no, that's all right. I just want a standard gold ring with a stone in it.
Of course. All right. Well, I will do that for you. 450. Yes?
Sure. Yes, that seems like a good deal to me. I don't have any other frame of reference for that.
All
so
right.
yes, that
United
seems
King
fair.
sold. Now, will you be paying up front with platinum or perhaps gold?
I will pay for a down payment of 10%.
Oh, I'm sorry. We only take 50%.
Okay, very well. 225 in gold.
Oh, I believe it's 275 with the interest.
You're right. 275 in gold for you.
Oh, and there is the rush job, so it's 50 additional gold for the rush
Okay,
job.
very well. So 325. Okay, let me count that
No,
out.
375. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I miscounted. I'm sorry. 375. Okay,
is
there you go. And that's
painful.
just half of it?
Oh, yes, that's half with the rush job and interest. And are you from around here or from out of the continent?
No, I'm visiting, so there's very little
Okay, so time goes by. You guys are kind of heading outside of the bar and of the pub, and you see Theo kind of walking out of this the shop.
like a slip or something.
Yeah, he's got like a little triangular piece of
Receipt.
paper with like, and it has the word later written on it or something. And 1 ring later, that's all it says. And then as soon as he walks out, after about 5 seconds, the door just slams shut. It's like, good junk.
Well, I think that went better than expected. I'm very excited and optimistic.
What'd you get?
Oh, nothing. Well, let's check. How did
Okay.
the thing go with the bar?
I think we're gonna sneak up to that castle and find an edgelord.
Great,
Theo,
let's
please
do
mark
it.
off 527 gold.
Oh no. I don't know how much gold I had, but let's just assume it's 0 now.
How are you going to pay for the rest?
Oh no!
I would think you can. I mean, you would know.
Maybe I
better,
trade
but
something or
Yeah, I would think that Theo
Do you
probably
accept
hasn't.
cheese?
Yeah,
plenty of cheese.
Theo probably hasn't paid a lot because Melbin, being eager and coming from a little bit of money, like probably pays for a lot of his stuff. I would think, like as you guys have been traveling around, and since you tend to like make a lot of your own food and organically sourced and everything like that, you probably have just this large um you know nest egg of money that you just haven't spent at all. Okay, so the information that you got is going up to the castle. The castle's probably cursed. People used to go up there and then no one goes up there at all. Anybody that goes up there never comes back. There are a couple of town guards that Shyla mentioned, but as you look around, it's not anyone like in armor. They're just in like leather, scale mail, and they're not. It's basically the guy that you met, Flip. It's like him and this other dude. She's kind of like case the place. So they're just like trying to friendly recommend people not to go up to the castle.
Well, we're looking for somebody who never came back, so it seems like that's a decent lead, right? Everybody?
Yes.
Yes, I think that's where we start.
So you guys gather your belongings and you head up to the short hike, about a half an hour journey up to this hill towards the castle, the Chateau de Bergemont. And as you pass in the middle of town, you do notice a statue, and it is made of kind of a dark metal material, and it says at the bottom of it there's an inscription that says Otto de Bergemont, and it has a man standing tall with his foot on a small stone. It's kind of like just cast iron statue, and he's balding but has kind of like wavy hair going around the outside ring of his head, and he's got a large mustache and kind of bushy, and several layers of vests and coats and things like that, and he's kind of holding a sword at his hip and looking out towards the distance beyond the town. Very, very distant, you can see the coastline of this continent. So that's a statue of Otto de Bergemont.
Looks like a real bozo.
And you head up, walking up towards the castle. Is there anything you guys need to talk about or discuss or prepare?
Just kind of stealth mode, looking for any reason we need to hide and
Yeah,
not
there's
be
a
seen.
couple of trees you can kind of like make your way. If you want to not walk on the path, you can take the sort of tree covered path, or you can just walk along the path that goes up to the
I think we'd take
chateau.
the path, but just keep an eye out for any reason to
Okay.
hide.
Make a perception check, Zach. Igneous.
Just Igneous.
Yeah. He's taking point.
Rolled a 7 and plus 3, so 10.
Okay. There's no one up here. You don't see anybody. You don't see any humans. You see a couple of birds, and maybe with your perception, just you are kind of keeping extra watch out for anything, but nothing unusual. There's definitely no people up here, and you're in the outskirts of town. So as you're making your way up the mountain, you notice the air gets a little thin, but nothing unusual as it gets up to the chateau. You go beyond the iron wrought gates, and you see a 2-story, actually a 3-story chateau made of stone and wood, and there are spires, and it looks run down, covered in ivy. There's a double door in the front, and it looks barred in the front with a large wooden plank.
Should we knock?
Well, I think the fact it's boarded up might tell you that nobody will answer it.
Well, we don't know until we try, do we?
Suppose not.
All right, Melvin, that sounds great. Why don't you knock?
All right, Melbin goes and knocks.
Okay, you give a knock. A moment goes by. No
Hello?
response. Melbin, give me a perception check for hearing and seeing what's around.
Well, that's not going to be good. 6.
Okay, you listen intently. Even put your ear to the door. You don't hear anything.
I don't think anyone's here.
Diedre, you do notice as Melbin is knocking on the big empty mansion. You kind of like roll your eyes a little bit, and as you look up, you see that there is a window to the side with some broken glass, and it's just a couple feet off the ground, about 10 feet to the side of the door.
Quietly, I'm gonna point at everybody, and then I'm gonna motion over there, and then I'm gonna stealthily make my way over and investigate the window.
I'm a distraction.
All right, so you make your way over, and it's one of those kind of cathedral windows that are sort of pointed on the top, but it's it's a functional window of letting light into a big stone house.
But it's broken.
It is broken. There's a couple
Does it
of
look like it is broken from the outside or inside?
From the inside.
Interesting. I'm sorry.
It's big enough. It's big enough where the window itself, it's the bottom panels of glass are missing or broken, and there's some shards kind of hanging down. But it's wide enough. It's about 3 feet wide, and it's big enough where if you wanted to knock out some glass and climb in, you could, or you could, hoist somebody through or jump through.
But I would need to knock out more glass to get through.
You probably wouldn't. Yenni probably wouldn't. Theo, Igneous might have some trouble getting through.
I want to see then if I can stealthily get myself inside, trying to be as perceptive as possible for any possible traps or unknowns.
Okay, make a stealth check.
13.
13. All right. So you try to stealthily kind of sneak in this window, trying not to. You kind of, as delicately as you can, sort of remove a couple of glass shards, but you're also wearing some armor and some leather and stuff. So a couple little bits don't hurt you. But a couple of you see not Melbin, who's going hello, but everybody else notices Diedre off to the side, kind of sneaking in, knocking out some glass. And Diedre, you make your way inside. You kind of, put one leg over the other, cat burglar style down, and inside it is pretty dark. Oh, sorry.
Because I do have, I think, dark vision.
Headphones. It's pretty dark, but so with dark vision, you see in black and white. It's kind of like night vision, but you see a large interior lobby, a foyer, and you see the front door, and in the distance you might see some stairs.
Okay, I'm gonna go make my way over to the door and see if I can open it for everybody else.
Okay. And when I said it was barred, I meant barred from the inside. So, Diedre, give me a stealth check. Or, sorry, a strength check. The other S word. Give me a strength check.
9.
All right, Diedre lifts this large beam that, and Melbin, you actually hear this kind of
Oh, I hear someone.
And
I motioned that this was where I was going.
yeah. So the rest,
Chris said I didn't.
the
see
rest,
you.
no, but the rest of you saw Diedre going into the window. So I'm gonna leave it up to you to decide if you followed her or if you said anything. Diedre, you're not able to lift up this large wooden thing. It's a little too heavy for you. This board
I'm gonna
plank.
make my way over back to the window and like throw my hand out and like give a little like maybe a little like hand motion that maybe Yenni knows means come here. Like we've been practicing our hand signals for stealthiness.
I mean, did any of the rest of you doing anything as you saw Diedre go in the window?
Just waiting.
Okay.
Theo will summon his companion creature, and he's gonna summon a like a ferret.
Okay.
So he's got a little ferret friend.
Great. There is a ferret on Theo's shoulder.
And Igneous will use his staff to summon a porcupine.
Well, now hold on.
What?
Okay.
What am
I can
chopped
do
liver?
things.
So
You already
It's a
Igneous
little
summons a
fun for him.
porcupine. Igneous summons a small ethereal porcupine, and then Yenni, who is a half porcupine, kind of looks at this fake porcupine.
I asked
None
the
of you are
porcupine-
inside yet.
Look, in your opinion, is she scarier, or is this scarier? Pointing to the foot. And the porcupine tells me its opinion.
Kind of looks at the foot. Meanwhile, inside, Diedre is lifting. This is going real great.
I'm used to doing a lot of the heavy lifting in this group, Chris. So
I know.
it's fine.
What did she signal to Yenni?
I have
It was
this
come
whole
here?
adventure planned for you
Yeah.
guys, and it involves you getting into the mansion.
You know
Listen,
what? We'll
we've
set up
summoned
camp
a lot of-
outside. It's fine.
We've summoned a lot of pets, so I think we're gonna be fine.
I
Yeah.
throw the porcupine through the window.
Okay. Porcupine, you see this, Diedre, you see this sort of misty, ethereal fey porcupine come in through the window, just kind
The
of
look of
tuck and roll.
exasperation on her face that this is the reinforcement that just got sent is like just
and it's sort of balled up, and then it sort of unballs itself like a roly-poly, and it looks at you, and it's kind of like sniffs around, and it looks at you as like, and if it could shrug, it would just be like, just like,
That's porcupine for I'm here to help. Did you get it?
Meanwhile, like I'm trying to be stealthy and like not be yelling out because I'm inside this building and these guys outside are like, "Did you get it?"
Where'd Diedre go? Very loudly.
I literally
Deidre
like.
Solanke, are you there?
You know what? I'm
We're
gonna
missing
go,
you.
I'm gonna go sit in the corner and light up a cigarette. Like that's literally like I'm out. I'm done. I quit. I'm out. You guys are on your own. I will wait until you figure out how to get into this building.
all right.
Yenni, you want to
Diedre-
go through this window?
Diedre goes and waits a little bit, and as you're waiting, you notice that the lobby is it's dirty. It is still dark, but it's dirty. It's covered in a layer of dust. You notice that there are bits of furniture around, like just kind of haphazardly scattered. Like there's a chair in the middle of the foyer. There's a cabinet. There seems to be like a little storage chest. There's like a couple of containers, like wooden containers. I mean, they're all kind of just these up to your hip kind of things that are scattered around, and it's just kind of odd, and it looks like not a lot of upkeep. That's what I'm giving you with your
Got it.
passive perception.
But I'm not like, it's all just kind of like, they look like junky containers. It's not anything
Yeah.
that looks like worth opening.
No.
And that's when I
Yeah.
launch Yenni through the window.
And then you see Yenni, the porcupine girl, come through the window and just tuck and roll. Like the other porcupine, like flies over her. Part of the porcupine's like, oh boy, and just kind of tucks down. And Yenni, make an acrobatics check to see how well you fly through the window.
20.
20. Okay, Yenni does a very impressive tuck and roll and disengages the tuck with a leg out and kind of slides in the dust with one leg bent and one leg out, like kind of Mystique style, and just the quills go up, and she's like ready for action. It's very
Oh,
cool.
Diedre, that's where you are.
I'm just gonna motion to the door and like start lifting it and hope that she figures it out.
All right, Yenni, give us a
Diedre out, yeah.
give us a strength check with advantage.
Oh yeah. Okay. 13.
13.
Advantage
All right.
because the little porcupine was helping.
Yes. The little porcupine goes and sits on the beam as both of them are lifting him.
Doesn't that make it
It
worse?
It doesn't weigh anything. It's a spirit. So, and you lift it up. You manage to lift it up, and it clatters down. The doors swing open as Melbin sort of leans in, kind of like, uh-huh. And all of you are outside the door, and the rest of you come in, and the light sheds in. This dusty sun rays are kind of coming in this abandoned room, and you have entered the Chateau de Bourgemont. You go inside the lobby and look around. It's dusty. You've kicked up some stuff. You've definitely made your presence known. If anyone was here, but you notice it's eerily silent. And then the doors close behind you. Hey there, it's time for some announcements. This is Chris Daly, your DM for Season 5 and your Wyvern of Whimsy. On every episode this season, I've been mentioning tools that are great to use for DMs and players, and this episode, we're going to focus back on the DM and talk about World Anvil. This is a campaign resource wiki with a set of world-building tools to help you keep track of all of your info, maps, characters, history, lore, and everything else. I think this is particularly useful for homebrew campaigns, although it could be used for published settings. You would just have to copy and paste a lot of stuff. This is especially handy for those campaigns that go on for several years. You can also make a timeline of events, create interactive maps, have access to stat blocks and family charts, link articles to each other. It could also be used for novel writing or graphic novel creators, or keeping track of any world lore that you're creating. So check it out at worldanvil.com. Hey, if you like our podcast, and we hope you do, head to your podcast app of choice and see those 5-star reviews. You can fill out one of those and write a little something, and you too can immortalize yourself in the comments section. It really helps us with the algorithm of all these different podcast apps. So we hope that you take a minute, if you haven't in the past, and leave a rating and review. We really appreciate it. Another way you can support us is head over to TeePublic and check out our swag. Search for Knights of the Roll Table, and you can get a cool new Knights of the Realm t-shirt with the same one that the knights have on their tattoos. It's pretty cool. I designed it myself. And there's one with a Roll Table logo, and if you're a fan of our friend Coach from Season 1, we have a Hydration is Very Important shirt. And there's even a Season 1 cast print you can get. So that's at TeePublic, and just search for Knights of the Rolled Table. If you like playing D&D and need some character art, consider Dungeon Heads. Please check out my Patreon at patreon.com/dungeonheads. I've created a library of characters that grows each week with more variations. Check out my stuff at patreon.com/dungeonheads, as well as Dungeon Heads on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. A lot of the music for the podcast comes from both Arcane Anthems and Tabletop Audio. Both have Patreon sites where you can support them and download royalty-free music, and they are both amazing at what they do. Check them out. Hey, we know we are not the only tabletop RPG D&D actual play podcast out there. There are so many. But thank you. We honestly and genuinely thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of the community. Don't forget to go out and make life an adventure. So you're in the lobby. You notice, let me kind of give you a visual description. So aside from the scattered furniture that's around the small layer of dust, you notice from the sunlight that's casing in, there are 4 hallways, 2 to the left and 2 to the right. There's also 2 staircases that culminate in a higher balcony about 10 feet off the ground, which leads to a second set of stairs that go up to a second floor. There's an elaborate candelabra above you in there. The 2 doors on each side, they seem to they are open doors, so you can see that there's long hallways that kind of go off on the side, and there's some other, it looks like a single doorway where the 2 stairways in front of you that are going up probably to the upper floors. So where would you like to go?
I say we go
Let's-
upstairs. It's a better vantage.
Okay, let's do it.
You said they went to the same location upstairs? Like they
Yeah.
kind of converged?
Yeah, it's a fancy like double stairway, but it kind of goes the same thing, and it goes up. And
Okay, let's split up. 1/2 on the right, 1/2 on the left.
All right, Melbin goes left.
I'll go
Yeah, he
left.
goes right.
so everybody's going upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, we're just
Head
we're making
upstairs.
decisions, Chris. We're making decisions.
No,
Sounds
it's
so
fine.
disappointed in our choices.
No, it's okay. No, I'm not. Right. So everybody starts to go upstairs. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ruh-roh.
Good thing I
Theo-
just
wait,
added an
wisdom.
extra point.
Theo, since you're near me, you get +4 to your saving throw.
Woo!
Dang it.
10.
That's
Also
why you
10.
always go with the druid. Or the druid, the paladin.
That'll be a 17 for me then.
The wise one. Yenni the wise.
You're very wise. These
and his
quills.
2 buffoon companions.
16.
10.
Wait, 17. Sorry.
17. Okay. Diedre and Igneous, you mark 1 failure. Just keep a little tally.
Of how many
You
failures I have.
You have 1 failure.
This is just like what my dad does.
It sounds like
keeping
fingers on a
track.
chalkboard.
I don't know why my dad sounds like he's some kind of a guy.
Yeah, you know,
don't
we've all met your dad. He's a very pleasant man.
Well,
He's a longshoreman.
All right.
Let's not get
You head up the
crazy.
stairs, and then the stairs culminate in a single door where you see a large, very long hallway with some portraits up on the wall. There's about like 3 portraits on the big skinny hallway. It's about 5 feet wide, and the hallway itself is about 30 feet long. So there's stuff on to the right, and there's stuff to the left.
Shall we go left or right?
What kind of stuff? Like, is it like like it's just?
Sorry, there is you can go to the left or you can go to the right. There's nothing in the hallway other than portraits.
What are the portraits of?
Investigation will say that the portraits are of some old men. They are paintings. They're all men. They're all various levels of balding, and only 2 of them have mustaches. One of them does not.
Do their eyes follow us as we walk?
They all the eyes do not follow you. They all have little gold captions underneath, like little name plates, and they all have the last name de Bergemont. There's various counts and
Are any of them
lords.
named Otto?
No, none of these look like the statue that you saw of Otto de Bergemont. These are probably former de Bergemont lords.
Oh, that's right. You did say the statue was specifically Otto. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Is there more mustachioed people one way or the other?
The non-mustachioed person is in the middle, and then the two mustachioed are on the sides. So it's equally split with mustache.
All right.
The mustache ratio
can't
is
use that.
Yep.
Are the portraits on the left-hand side of the hallway? Or
Oh
the
my
right?
god! You are killing me right now.
What color's the carpet in this room?
Red.
Okay, red. That means we should go right. Let's go right.
All right, let's
Red
go right.
ahead.
I'm gonna stick
Okay.
next to the paladin.
Go to the right. All of
Little
you head
next
through a
to-
doorway into a bedroom. There's a hallway, and it goes to the left, and there is also a door in front of you. So there's a door in front of you if you keep going straight where the hallway led you, or you can hang a sharp left, which it looks like there is a staircase going up.
This seems like a good pass without trace moment. I'm gonna do the pass without trace thing. I think it
Okay.
casts some key points.
So everybody roll a stealth check, and you can add 10.
Well, this is always fun.
33.
Good lord.
You said plus 10.
Igneous.
I'm
Igneous
actually
disappears.
absorbing sound.
Yeah.
22.
Igneous just becomes a recording booth. 22. Excellent.
21.
21.
That's the highest stealth roll I've ever gotten as Melbin.
Plus 10, so 30. We got 30.
Okay.
29.
Jeez. Okay. Most of the party just blends into the shadow. It's a little darker in here. So you guys are just, and because of the carpet, you know how like when you're walking
Red
on
carpet.
hardwood or marble or something, it's like clop clop clop, and then you get to this carpeted hallway, and it's like, everybody's just kind of like SWAT teaming, you know, like, and you're like, okay. Hand motions. You guys are a well-oiled machine. You've been through some pretty harrowing kind of stuff, and in between, you know, like on downtime, you've been working on hand motions and stuff. And Diedre has been working on hand motions, like 2, 1, 2, 2, cross. And yeah, you're just super stealthy. So, are you going in the bedroom, or are you going in the room in front, or are you going up the stairs?
Melbin will gesture to the stairs and to the door and give everyone a questioning look like, eh?
Affirmative.
Thumbs ups.
All right. Okay.
I'll try to open the door.
All right. You open the door. It is not locked. You head in.
All right.
Inside this room, there is a window on the far side of the room, and it's letting in some sunlight through some curtains. The curtains are slightly covering it, so they're not they're like translucent, so it is letting in light, but it's a dim light. And there's a ornate kind of messy bed. It looks like it was slept in and not made afterwards. There's a big long storage chest on the side. There's a cabinet. There's a couple of chairs, which are in an unusual location in front of the bed, not even facing each other. They're just kind of there. And there's another door on the far side of the bed that looks like maybe a door to a privy, a washroom.
So with the bed unmade, that makes me want to look and see if like there's dust or anything. Like if it looks like no one's been around for a while.
Everything
or if
is
it looks like
covered in
someone was
dust.
there. So it looks old. Someone
from
got
the
up, left,
description-
and hasn't been back.
Yep, from the description that was given to you by Shyla, she was saying that there has been not any activity around here for a couple years, and the dust and the smell in the air has so far reinforced that.
Cool, thanks.
This is a non-lived-in room with various furniture.
Hey, Denny, why don't you go and explore and see if you can find anybody who's in this house? And I'll put my ferret, Denny, down and let him go run around.
Okay, in the room or in other places.
I say go through the rest of the house.
Okay,
Let us know if you
Denny
find
the
anybody.
ferret jumps down, and kind of skitters off, and it runs along, and it actually runs. It just runs along. Now you can see through the ferret's eyes, I think, up to
I don't-
100 feet.
I can communicate with it, and it can talk with me like it has an intelligence, but I
Okay.
don't think I can. I don't think it's that thing because it's just
Okay.
summon nature's ally. So it's
I can
So
see through
you-
the porcupine's eyes.
So it. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So So it heads up. It heads up to the third floor. This like little spiral staircase. And after a couple moments, you guys are casing around this room. It's just a bedroom. There's. I won't even have you roll investigation. It's a dusty, nasty old bedroom. It's like a bad hotel room. And after a few moments, Theo, you get this kind of communication from Denny that's like, there's a weird room with a lot of glass windows upstairs. It's communicating through this sort of nature communication. I'm not going to do a voice for the ferret, but
why not?
it's
That's why just a little ferret.
hey boss, and there's a there's a room with a bunch of glass, and there's something on the ground. I'm not big enough to see, but it looks like a stain or something.
Okay, we'll be
Let's
right
go
there,
check it out.
Denny. Okay,
There's
we'll be
nobody
there,
up here
Denny.
though. Okay,
Okay.
bye.
Okay,
I
guys, let's go
stand
see what
Denny.
Denny found.
All right.
Okay, so you head
We'll
up.
head
The
up those
there's a
staircases, yeah.
spiral staircase that leads up to a third floor tower, which you quickly case out to be a beautiful glass observatory room. There is a telescope of sort of a construct make of wood and metal with this large glass lenses that are heading up towards the sky. It's got a domed sort of frosted glass exterior with metal inlay and ornate carvings. On the ground, because Denny said there was something on the ground, you do see a couple of stains on the floor, and it's as you back up. I'd like you to make a intelligence check, Theo, or anybody else that's
Smart.
looking around.
I would like to
7.
do that.
Okay. There's some
Is that an
odd
intelligence
markings,
check?
kind of like an L shape, and there's another L shape. Yeah.
14.
And Melbourne's got a 10.
Okay. Melbin, you also see some scrawlings on the floor. It's kind of in some interesting shape. It kind of looks like a tribal tattoo. You're like, oh, that's interesting. Diedre, you kind of start picking up on something like, this looks like an animal, but wait a minute. And then you kind of position yourself in the center and look down, and you see a large torso in the center, the shape, and there are 8 legs coming out from the side.
Oh, well, now that has to be some sort of arachnid now, doesn't it? Because we got to look at the body and then 8 legs, correct?
It is.
I would point that out to everybody.
You also see around the waist, or the kind of where the lower torso of the spider, the thorax, the abdomen, is meeting the other part of the higher torso. There is a small inscription on the ground that's very small, and I believe you read Elvish, correct?
Let me check, but yeah, I think I do because
I mean, you're a high elf, so I'm gonna say
I do.
okay. So in Elvish, you see an inscription carved into a metal plate in the wood, and it says, "O endless night, the sacrifice is thine, of blood and shadow. Our queen gives us power. She grants all. She is all."
I hate poetry. I would relay that to the group and read it out loud to them and translate.
Yenni, can you give me a nature check for me?
Yep. 15.
I'm having you do this because kind of from a primal hunter standpoint, as a barbarian, and also you're part animal at this point, so you kind of have this innate sort of animal instinct right now. And you notice that as Diedre points this out, the spider, you're like, wait a minute, this is an ordinary spider. This is a different kind of a spider. It reminds you of a giant spider, or maybe like a spider that would be not natural in this world, just because of the markings. If it's actually depicting a particular kind of spider, this is not a natural spider. It would be something either from another plane or another realm, or something that's like different. The other thing you notice, because Diedre did not pick up on this, but you do, is under the telescope where the head of this spider would be, you notice long tendrils of something right where the telescope is, but it's like on top of the head of the spider.
Anyone notice those freaky tentacles? And Jenny points them out.
What are those?
I'd want to take a closer look.
Everything about this room seems gross.
I should say, Melbin would want to take a look. I would want to leave.
Okay. I don't care about what you want. What does your character want?
Yeah, Melbin would want to go take a look.
Okay. How do you want to do that? You want to investigate? Do you want to just look at it?
I think probably add an investigation.
Give me an investigation check. I'll say with advantage because other people are looking at it too.
Oh, that helped. 19.
19. All right. You realize that you have to move this metal structure with wood and metal telescope off to the side to kind of uncover the head. So with a little bit of heave-ho, you and Theo and Yenni kind of push this thing to the side. You notice that it uncovers the head of this creature, and you notice that what you thought was upper torso is actually a humanoid upper torso. It's not spider. And what was you thought tendrils is hair, and what is spider head is actually a female head.
So we've got like a centaur spider?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't like that.
That's a half spider, like I'm a half porcupine.
Now that is strange.
Is it alive?
Is the carving alive? Like the no. It is very much wood. Painting on wood.
It creeps me out, man.
Hey, does your Melbin, does your paladin sense pick up anything in here?
Does my paladin sense pick up
Is your
anything?
paladin sense tingling?
Your divine tingle?
My Melbin tingle.
I need everybody to make another wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving. If you're within 10 feet of me, you get +4.
I am 28.
26.
12.
Okay,
15.
Yenni, mark a failure.
Are we? Wait, but we'd all be within 10, so we're all +4.
Yeah, everybody gets +4.
19, so that'd be 23.
What'd you get, Melbin?
15.
Okay. Theo?
26.
Okay. So just Yenni mark failure. Diedre, you notice that as you're looking around, you take a second to kind of scratch your neck. You notice your neck is really soft. It's like, ooh, this is soft. My skin got so soft. I didn't put any moisturizer on. It's interesting. Igneous, you feel a little extra hot, and you feel like your skin and your muscles are just kind of tense. You feel like your charcoal skin is starting to kind of get a little shinier than it normally is. It just feels kind of hard and rustic. And Yenni, you start to notice that your skin, which you're showing a little bit more skin as a barbarian, you feel just also as half porcupine, but it's a little hard to tell, but you just get the sense that like you're feeling a little stiff and you're having trouble like ungripping your hands from the axe every once in a while. You're like trying to move it and it just takes an extra second. It's almost like your muscles are seizing up a little bit. Then it goes away. What else would you like to do?
Not at all concerning.
That's about it in this room.
Okay.
Melvin, does your paladin tingle tell you anything about this?
Melbin, you do not get any sense of undead, celestial, or fiend.
I don't detect anything, Iggy. Other than a creepy carving and sort of a just general weird place.
All right. Should we go look for other creepy rooms?
Let's do it.
I'll say you head back down, you pass the bedroom, you go, do you want to stay upstairs or you come to the hallway?
Was there anything else up there?
There is the going to the left at the top of the stairs. Okay,
We do that.
So you go to the other side, and again, you can go straight into one room or you can make a hard right, and there is something at the end of that hallway.
Melbin again indicates the door.
Okay, in front of you.
Yeah, guys.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing no
Okay.
objections.
Silently, everyone agrees. So you head up to you go into a room. Again, it's not locked. And this looks like there is a couch in front of looks like a fireplace that's built into the wall. You have a couple of you have kind of a lounge chair that's over to the side next to the couch. There's a little end table that's ornately carved. There's looks like a harpsichord, like a piano instruments off to the side. There's a coat rack with some disheveled cloaks on it, and there's painting off to the side it's on the ground that's covered up.
Any black cloaks in that group of cloaks?
On the code rack?
Yeah.
Give me an investigation check.
Alrighty. 7.
7. You notice there are 2 black cloaks, and they are not dusty.
Oh.
Zach, your look. This code rack is not as dusty as everything else. And with your investigation check, as you kind of notice that, you also notice the slightest of footprints.
Oh. Fellas, look over here. Now, which way does it look like this is going?
They look like they were going up to this room. They're going around this room, and then they sort of just end at the coat rack.
Well, that's curious, huh?
It's a very fine wood coat rack. It's got like little loops and a couple of prongs going off to the side, and it's a dark cherry wood.
Yenni checks the coat rack for feet, hidden or obvious.
I mean, it just has the coat rack wooden feet, of a wooden coat.
But not feet that would match the footprints.
No, it's more like little knobbies.
Interesting.
Oh, Yenni, were you thinking that the coat rack itself was walking around?
No. Yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
You can't discount anything. We saw that weird spider lady. This could be like a weird bear coat rack.
That's true. Nothing's off the table. Well,
So
we better take
can
these
we-
cloaks just in case.
All right. Well, should we try another room? Can we tell
Yes, let's continue on.
Can we tell where the footprints came from?
They came from outside the door.
Well, let's try to
So-
backtrack and see if we can see where they go, where they came
Double
from.
back. You do see, now that you're kind of looking at it, that the footprints came up from where you came from behind the stairs, but they have not gone to the other room down the other hallway. They did not go that way.
So not into the bedroom that we were in before, or not into the room that's continuing down this hallway?
I'll say that just given, you kind of double track back a little bit. It looks like they did go into the bedroom. It might have gone up the stairs, but it didn't go into the whatever the second bedroom from on the left-hand side that you're at, near right now.
Gotcha.
Second room, I should say.
Well, while we're here, let's check those rooms.
Okay, so there's one more room. It's at the end of the hallway on the left, and you go in, and it looks like a larger bedroom this time. A master bedroom, if there was one. It has a larger 4-poster bed. This one is immaculately made. It's a double mattress. There's covers. There's pillows on the side. It's got like these kind of frilly ends, and it's made as if it were just made fresh. And there's a bunch of other stuff in the room that's very dusty. And there's a cabinet. There's a dressing table. There's a mirror, and then there's this shiny new bed.
And it doesn't look dusty the way that
you can make an
everything else
investigation check.
does? Okay.
It's kind of hard to tell because of the darkness.
14.
14. You get a little closer and you look around. It's like, oh, I guess there's a little bit of dust on there. Just then, a large tentacly kind of shape comes out from under the bed and wraps around Melbin's leg, starts pulling you towards it, and a large gaping mouth from between the mattresses with large sharp teeth goes, and I need you to roll initiative.
It's the bed.
It's the bed that eats people.
There's no monster under the bed. It is the bed.
All right, Yenni, you are going to be up first. You see your paladin friend get yanked down, knocked prone, pulled in leg first into this large 5-foot wide mouth of a bed. And it's this tongue kind of wrapping around 2 sets of teeth, and it's just pulling him in closer. What would you like to do?
Got it. So he's in the process of being pulled in, so the tentacles are all still out and about.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I essentially dash or jump in the air and then bring my axe down on some of the tentacles that are pulling Melbin in?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. I got things out of order. First, I got a rage.
Okay.
So let's rage.
Yes, rage is a bonus action.
And now, once I'm raged up, now I go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yenni smash.
All right. Is a 19 going to hit?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Sweet. All right.
It's a bed. It's a bed. You're going to hit a bed.
Its dex is 0.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're looking at 12 damage.
12 damage. All right. You slice into this bed with blood axe. Blood axe is like, oh yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. Chop it up. And is that your turn, or you have another attack?
I have another attack. Am I hitting like the bed itself or like the tentacles?
Oh, that's if you're gonna go after the tentacles, it's still you chopped a good chunk of the tentacle, but it's pretty thick. It's like a big thick tongue.
Okay, I'm gonna go for like a second chop.
All right,
and hope I can.
Let's
get it
go
all the way
for it.
off.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, natural 20, baby.
Ooh, nat 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Woohoo. That is gonna hurt. So go ahead and give us some damage.
Yeah.
Double the dice.
Okay. Yep. This is gonna take a minute. Okay. Okay. All right. Just 2 more.
Jeez. Wow.
29 damage.
Gosh. All right. Yeah, you chop off the tentacle tongue that's kind of grabbing Melbin, and with a yank, the what's left of the sort of top part of the tongue that's hanging onto your leg, Melbin, it just it still kind of wraps around, and it starts to kind of fling on its own, and then the severed part of the tongue goes back, and the bed just rears, and you see these other little tendrily pseudopod kind of things coming off to the side, and you have made it very mad, but it's also very hurt. So that is your turn.
And then,
oh, you want to
as a final bonus action, can I just throw some quills into its mouth?
you've already used your bonus action to rage, but
That's
you
true.
can hold that for
Yeah,
next
I'll
time.
wait till next.
All right, Diedre, you're up, followed by Igneous.
All right, so first things first, I want to see if with my dark hands that I have not touched anything with yet at this point, I can grab one of the tentacles before I try to stab it and like chop it off with my rapier.
Sure. So you can. So your action is to hold a tentacle, and then you want to chop it off with a rapier.
Like I basically, I want to like grab and chop.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. You grab one of these tentacles that's flying around. I need you to give me a dexterity check to see if you can grab one, because they're whipping around really quick. 18 will do it. So you grab one. Immediately as you grab it, your hands glow this black, kind of crackling, necrotic energy. And give me a D6 roll.
5.
5. Okay, it takes 5 points of this kind of energy draining damage, and you gain 5 hit points.
What?
Even if you
Do I get
don't
like
need it.
temporary hit points or?
Temporary hit points.
Dope.
Yeah. So it's a necrotic, kind of life-sucking
Ooh, I like that. All right.
damage.
And now can I try and chop it or?
Yeah, and now you can make a rapier attack. You want it to be deadly. There, you got some necrotic hands.
15 to hit.
It's gonna hurt your social life.
Yeah, that's true.
15 to hit.
15 will hit. Yes.
That'll be 12 damage.
Okay, 12. All right. This thing is already looking hurt. All right. Anything else? Do you want to move or?
I'm gonna see because Yenni's already all up in it, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can kind of get so that I'm opposite of her, so that I'm strategic for next time. If I can do that without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, it's all pretty close quarters, so you kind of parry around, and get behind Yenni. Igneous, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna cast Hex on the bed.
Ooh, new
With
feat.
My new
Hex.
part of my Fey touched feat. I've learned the spell Hex. I can cast it once per long rest without using a spell slot. So each of my attacks will do an extra d6 of necrotic damage, and then I'm gonna jump on it and kick it. I'll just jump, kick into it.
You're jumping on the bed.
Yeah.
No, don't jump on the bed, Igneous. All right, you're gonna jump on it and kick it. You're gonna attack.
Yes.
Are you attacking with your extra?
I'm gonna
foot
lead
attack?
with my foot that has a bonus foot.
Okay.
Just see how that goes. Been
Jeff
itching
is
to do
shaking
that.
his head, just rolling his eyes internally. All right, go ahead and give us an attack.
What a ridiculous game.
I know, right?
19 for the attack.
19 will hit.
So that's 11 damage plus the Hex will do an additional 5 damage for 16 plus the extra foot. Automatically does one more.
Yeah, 1 damage. Yeah.
So
It's
that strike is 17 and then one tiny pwah for 16 plus 1 for 17. And then I'll kick it again. My other leg. That's going to be 23 to hit and 8 plus 3, 9, 10, 11 damage. So
Okay.
17 and 11. Pa-pa!
Oof. You just hear it, and they go, it kind of reels again. It's in pain. All right, is that your turn?
Yes.
It is the bed's turn, followed by Theo. So the bed is going to scream, and it's kind of got Theo Melbin right in front of it. Yenni is the one that chopped off its tongue, so it's actually going to go after Yenni. It's going to make a pseudopod attack first with a different kind of shape. It sort of pulls in its pseudopod tongue and reforms it and kind of comes out again and lashes out at Yenni. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And you're going to take 18 points of bludgeoning damage, halved.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you are raging. All right. And then you are considered grappled as well. And then with a different pseudopod, it's going to try to attack Igneous. It's going to be a 20. Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Gross.
23 bludgeoning damage.
Oh. All right.
And then finally it's gonna can I move at all? Oh, I have 15 feet of movement. So it's gonna like shuffle with its four poster bed. It's gonna be like and it's just really creepy, this big bed. It's like and it shuffles up to Melbin, and it's gonna make a bite attack at you. And 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah. This thing has no AC, but it's beefy. You're going to take 21 points of slashing damage. All right. That. Oh, and also you are grappled.
Okay.
So Yenni and Melbin, you're grappled and it's sticky and you're having trouble moving and you're like, it's like you're just stuck to it. Oh, and I should say, sorry, Igneous, you're also stuck to it as well. Like as soon as you landed, your feet, including your extra foot, as you punch, you're like kick, and then and you can't pull your other foot free. It's just kind of stuck.
Gross.
Mimics are sticky and gross. All right, Theo, or this particular one is Theo, followed by Melbin. So Theo, you're up.
All right, Theo's going to summon 2 brown bears.
Okay.
To come in.
One of them starts scratching its back on a post.
Say, okay, go get them, boys. And yeah, so they're gonna do their thing. And then for my bonus action, I will cast Shillelagh on my staff, and that'll
so
be
the bears
my
go
turn.
forward. Why don't you have them go ahead and roll attacks?
All right, so they do 2 attacks each, one with their bite and one with their claws.
Yeah.
So a 13 to hit,
That'll hit.
17 to hit,
That'll hit.
15 to hit,
Yes.
and a 17 to hit. So they will do. Oh boy.
Total of.
Okay, let me do some math on this thing. Let's see. So it's.
All right. Do some math and then just let me know. Melbin,
Yep.
go ahead.
All right. I'm grappled, but I can attack from the grapple position.
You can attack with disadvantage.
All right. I will. Can I attack specifically the thing holding me to try to like get out?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, well, so if you want to get out, you have to make a strength check.
No, I'm just gonna attack it. I don't mind taking
Okay.
the disadvantage.
So attack with disadvantage.
All right. So attack number 1. 11 plus 11 is
That'll do
22. Oh no, sorry, that's the that's the better one. 2 plus 11 is 13.
Ooh, that's gonna miss.
Okay, but the other one would have hit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
22 would have hit.
So my new feat, one of the things it does is if I have disadvantage and I miss, but the higher would have hit, it takes 5 damage from. It takes my strength modifier, which is 5.
All right. That's fine. It's fun. Okay.
And then my other attack.
5 damage. All right. Yeah.
Other attack is almost exactly the same. It's the same lower bound, so that'll miss. But does a 20 hit?
20 will hit. Yes.
Okay, so same deal. It's another 5 damage. Yay! My feet didn't completely suck. It did something.
No, it's very useful. All right. That's Melbin's turn.
Update for the bears.
Okay.
So they both did bites. They did 2 claw attacks for a total of 34 damage.
34. Okay. That's pretty good bear attack.
Their names are Pearl and Maven.
Okay, of course.
I picture them sounding with those names like 2 like boomer aged ladies just like kind of like complaining to each other about how things are going.
This
bed's uncomfortable. I thought
Exactly.
we were gonna get to just relax, but we're already being put to work. There's just no respect.
I hate it. Clawed up.
No one can hear.
There's
Thanks,
no honey.
Obama.
Thank you guys. That's exactly what I had in my head.
All right. The mimic. It's the top of the round. The bed lets out this high pitched and then from the side, you see the mirror and also the cabinet start sort of shaking and shimmering a little bit, and this cabinet kind of and it kind of lumbers in
like
as well towards you.
It's like Beauty and the Beast, but with mimics. That's horrible. I love it. It's horrible.
Yes. Yenni, it's your turn.
All right. What do I got to do to get out of this grapple?
Give me a strength saving throw.
All right.
But don't you take that as
I get
an
an
advantage?
advantage?
Yeah.
Or sorry, no, not saving throw, a strength check.
Check.
I think-
with advantage, baby.
If this whole scenario is based on Beauty and the Beast with XX Bloody Heart as Belle, hats off, Chris.
Yeah, I got lots of time for that.
Remind me to tell you what my notes say.
22.
22 will do it. You ungrapple yourself, and the stickiness, it's a trail of slime and comes off your leg, and it's just so you're free. That's your action. You're still raging, but
I can do a bonus action.
bonus
right?
action, yes.
Gonna quill it
All right,
up.
kill it. Quill it. Give us just do a regular attack.
Yeah.
D20 plus your dex mod.
Okay.
Strength mod, sorry.
9.
9 is going to miss, unfortunately. So the quills go wide. I need... Igneous, I'm going to have you make a dexterity saving throw
no.
with disadvantage because you are grappled.
We can probably handle that.
Sorry, Iggy.
20. Rolled 2 11s plus 9.
20.
Boom.
That's going to dodge. You kind of like, you know, these quills go past you.
They make an outline
Like-
of him on the.
Yeah. He's like, all right. The mirror and the cabinet that come up next in line. One of them is going to attack Diedre. The cabinet kind of lumbers up behind you, and these little pseudopods come out from it. It's going to try to attack you. Oh, it rolled a crit.
I mean, oh.
Oh.
Thanks.
It rolled a crit, and Don't worry, they're just baby mimics. So that's oh man, I rolled a 1 and a 4. That's no fun. So 19 damage.
Okay.
Okay, that's and you are considered grappled. Melbin, you're still grappled, I think.
Yes.
Okay, so the other one goes up to Theo.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to attack you for 10 is going to miss.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's its turn. Wait, one attack. All right, that's its turn, and Diedre followed by Igneous. So Diedre, you're grappled, so you can make an attack, but it's with disadvantage, or you can try to do other things, or you can try to get out. Strength 2.
Did you say I'm next, or is it Igneous?
Yeah, Diedre, you're next.
Okay, I'm
followed
gonna
by
get out. I don't like being held pinned down to one place, so I want to attempt to escape that grapple.
Strength check, please.
25. Ooh, that's not 20. And a 25. I hit a 20 twice in a row. I'm not even kidding.
What?
Nice.
Wow.
Wow. All right. So you
Holy
just kind of do
cow.
like a.
Why did
You
that
kinda
have to
do like-
happen on this though? Like,
I mean, you got free.
You're
got,
so
that's
free.
something.
oh,
So you
man.
kind of you kind of twist it around. You do like a French double knot kind of thing, and you twist down and around very nimbly and back bend and kind of come right back up. Daggers at the ready. You're like, ha ha, and you definitely get out of that. That's your action. Unless
Can
you have
I
bonus action.
bonus action to just like smack it with my hand, or is that an attack? Or like in the act of ungrappling myself, can I like give it a little pinch with my fingers? as a bonus
no,
Just
I mean,
for insult.
you can give it some harsh words if you want, but it's not gonna hurt.
action? Okay, well then that's all I got. My goal
You
would be to
muted
put another person between me and the thing.
Okay,
So, which I thought I was trying to do last time, but I guess I didn't.
so if you want to, you can shuffle behind. Melbin is the only other one that's like kind of nearby
I want to go behind Melvin.
without provoking opportunity because you're a rogue. And Igneous, you're up. You are grappled
By the feet?
on the leg by bed covers. It's sticky.
But my
oozy
feet are
bed
also
covers.
stuck to it. Like, can I still kick it, or is it going to prevent that?
Both of your feet are stuck to it. You're like, so you cannot kick it unless you try to escape. Haha! I figured out a way to stump the monk.
Stump the monk. Stump the monk.
the monk.
Stump the
Stump.
monk.
I gotta come up with stuff to hurt you guys. It's hard. I mean, you guys are superheroes at this point. So
Yeah, it's crazy when you start getting up in levels.
I mean, up to level 10, it's like no joke.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm probably going to Burning Hands it then. So I don't have to touch it.
Is that that's a projectile attack kind of thing?
Yeah, it's like out of my hands, casting down
Okay.
into it, burning it.
Yeah,
so
sure. You just
It's
straight
a
up-
dexterity saving throw to take 3d6 fire damage, or half of that if it
let's
succeeds.
see. Oh, it rolled a 15 plus 1, so 16.
What is my save? It's right around there. Where are we at? 15 is my saving. All right, yeah. So it's gonna take.
So you go to shoot. There's like there's no way I'm gonna miss a bed. And right as you go to shoot, it like shifts underneath you and throws off your equilibrium. And like, and you kind of shoot up to the side, and it angles.
It'll still take
just
3
off.
fire damage, singed in the corner of it.
Okay, that's fair. All right, takes 3 damage. Catches one of the fake.
Can I try to shadow step
blanket.
out of it with my bonus action?
Unless it has an anti-magic duvet cover.
It doesn't. I didn't think of that. Thanks, Jeff.
I'm here for you, buddy. I want us
yeah.
to die too.
An anti-magic 4-poster bed canopy.
Yeah.
It's just an anti-magic canopy. Then the next bed mimic that you fight. No, it does not. So yes, you could shadow step.
All right, I'll do that. Into the corner or something.
All right, Igneous disappears into the corner, right behind the mirror.
Yes.
It is the bed mimic. So you just went away. It's not going to attack you. It is going to. Let's see. It's attacking. Theater of the mind. It's attacking Theo or not Theo. Melbin. All right.
I think everyone else
Pseudopod
has
attack.
escaped at this point.
Yeah, or engaging with somebody else. So it's going to make one attack at Melbin. 21 to hit.
That hits.
It's going to be 14 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And you are grappled
I already was.
again. It's going to pull you in for a bite. So it's going to do a bite attack. 15
Miss.
is a miss. Then it's going to make another pseudopod attack at Yenni. 25 to hit. So I'm assuming hits. You're going to take 18 bludgeoning damage. And you are grappled again if you weren't already.
Boo.
All right. That's the bed mimic, Theo, followed by Melbin.
Okay, so I'm going to
I hope you all get to the first floor. A lot of cool stuff there.
oh no.
Just went right past it.
All right, to heck with it. I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to Moonbeam on the mimic, on the bed mimic. All right, so it has to do a con save.
Yes, con save. 10. It's a big 10 for the bed.
It's a big fail for the bed, so it's going to
Yep.
take...
That's just a perpetual beam of radiant moon damage, right? It's just
Yep, this will stay, and then I can move it around. So
it just
it'll
starts going. Ah!
take the full 2d10, so it takes 12 damage of Moonbeam energy.
Just imagine. 12.
Yep. And then
Got
I
it.
will, for my bonus action, I will cast my Spirit Totem. This time I will use the Bear Spirit. The Bear Spirit will grant you and my allies might and endurance. Each creature of your choice in the area of the spirit gains temporary hit points equal to 5 plus my druid level. So everybody within here gets 16 temporary hit points. And you get advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws while in this aura. So that ought to get
Wow.
us and get out of there.
That is super powerful.
Yeah.
That's a good move. Good
And
move.
the Bear Spirit will also embolden my bears. They're going to attack the bed again.
Double bear.
Double bear!
All right, just give me some damage when you got it. Yeah, I'm gonna just let me know the damage when you got it, and Melbin, go ahead.
All right. Melbin. So I believe the only people grappled right now are me and Yenni. Is that correct? Okay. I would feel the need to protect Yenni in this case. So this is me telling you I am feeling that need. My plan is...
Yeah, you have this unparalleled need to be like, no, I have to protect Yenni, and you make your way. You feel compelled to get in front to protect her,
Right.
essentially. Now you're both grappled.
Okay. But I feel I feel that need.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will do what I was thinking I might do. I will Misty Step out of
Okay.
the tentacle, which is a bonus action. Yeah. And I will get between Yenni and the bed, and then I will attack the tentacle holding Yenni. The pseudopod
Okay.
holding Yenni.
Yep.
18 to hit.
That'll do it.
All right. And then for the other attack, it's 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Let's see, so a couple of d8s in here.
The bed is not wearing its leather armor. It's just a comforter.
That's a total of 27 damage.
Okay. It's looking pretty hurt. Got some damage for me, Theo.
Yes, so one bear completely missed. The other one got a bite and some claw attacks in, so 18 damage.
Bed's kind of crumpling to the side. It's the top of the round. Yenni, you are up.
All right.
You are grappled, but also Melbin is in front of you, valiantly protecting him. He's like, I will protect you.
Stand back, Bed.
So that's what we're saying tonight.
Some fights are more heroic than others.
I want to see fan art of this. The epic bed battle you never knew you wanted. Yenni, what you got?
So aside from breaking free from the grapple, would I have any sort of other actions available?
You could quill attack.
Or should I just focus on
If you don't attack in some way, you'll lose your rage. So
yeah, got it.
So you can
Okay.
you can
Quill
attack.
attack does count as an attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should still focus on breaking free then. I'll do another strength check.
Okay. And oh yeah. Strength check. Strength check with disadvantage, please. And then because you have rage, it's just a straight strength check.
That's pretty bad. 9 is it gonna do it?
You struggle, and because of your smaller frame, you're not able to get free of the pseudopod.
Could I still launch a quill attack while grappled?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I would love to
You can
attempt it.
attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. 13?
Just misses.
Oh,
So sorry. So you
brutal.
throw out the quills. Everybody else is like, whoa, whoa. Yenni! Quills go flying. It's not looking good for Yenni. The baby mimics. The mirror, who's right behind Theo, attacks. This time it's a 20. Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
All right. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Then the other one, which is behind... Oh, and you are grappled, Theo.
Oh.
The one that's that was the mirror, the cabinet that's near Diedre, or actually, no, because Diedre ran away. So I'm going to say it shuffles up to Yenni, who's on the ground, grappled, so it's going to make an attack with advantage. And does an 18 hit?
It hits.
That's going to be 11 bludgeoning damage. So it just slams down. It's kind of sticky thing. And now you are double grappled, one on each side. It's just sort of
Double grapple.
stretching you like from the arms and from the legs. You're just, ah! Diedre, you're up, followed by Igneous.
Dope! I'm gonna hit it. Am I able to position myself where I get advantage?
The bed?
Yeah.
Or the other mimics?
Or the what?
Yes. There's 2 other mimics that are attacking, but there's also
bed
the
is
big
like
bed.
the one that's closest to being dead, though, right?
Well, it's as much as you can tell as a bed is being hurt. It looks disheveled.
I want to break the bed.
Okay, all right. Go ahead and you can
I can get it.
attack
Get
with
my
advantage.
Phew. Okay. That's gonna be a dirty 20 and a 29 to hit.
That'll do it.
And that's gonna be 11 damage plus 23, so that'll be 34 damage.
It's going in, and you kind of one of its legs just goes out from underneath, and it's looking real hurt. Still
Okay.
alive.
And I want to bonus action get back behind whoever's closest to me.
Yeah, Igneous.
All right, having escaped the clutches of the sticky bed, I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did in the first place, with it jump at it and kick it with my foot.
Okay. All right. You jump forward, land on the bed, jump on the bed again. It kind of breaks. It's just sort of like poof, and what would be springs, but it's not quite springs. It feels like ribs, because you've felt cracking ribs before. So you break on it, and just your little foot just goes.
It's the killing blow.
And with that, Igneous, describe your victory. It had 1 hit point left, so
I think I kick into it and land on it, and then just like, I mean, I think I just leading with that little tiny foot with its like, it's all pointed and jabby, and that's just like the first thing to hit it, and it just like jabs right through the middle of it. Splinters fly up everywhere, and bedding and feathers and pillows, and the bed is no more.
ooze and pus and stuff like that.
Me standing on my 3 feet right in the middle of it. I've got more attacks to hit stuff with then.
Yep, and there's two other mimics still.
All right, I think I'm fairly surprised by that first attack, and I'll jump back towards the mirror one. What are the two? The mirror and the
mirror and a cabinet.
All right, I'll attack the mirror with another second kick. Oops.
All right.
That's
I'm gonna say make a dexterity check with disadvantage because you killed the mimic, but it's still sticky. So,
gotcha.
So you got to get out of that.
Oh.
Or sorry, make a strength check with disadvantage, not a dexterity check.
Okay. It's gonna be potentially better. Oh, it's a 5.
But with advantage because of the bear spirit. So,
That's right.
Just a straight roll.
So just a straight roll, whatever your first roll was.
Now I've done like 3 rolls.
I'm sorry.
I think it was a 15.
15. All right, that'll do it. So you're able to jump out. This trail of stickiness kind of follows you, but you're able to do like a backflip, and you land next to the mirror and give another strike.
All right, that's a 19 hit, and damage is 13.
That will hit.
And then I want to...
Damage 13.
What's it called? Flurry of blows, and hit it 2 more times with my hands.
Okay.
See
all
if
right.
anything gets stuck to it. So that's a 19 for a total of 13 damage, and last strike 23 for a total of 15 damage.
Yeah, you punch it. It's super hurt. And you're stuck to it.
Just hang it. 1 foot and 2 hands are stuck on it.
So you're grappled by the mirror, and it's this weird, like, you're in the mirror. It's kind of like a Matrix, kind of thing. You're like stuck in there. Like you see this mirrorous kind of porous substance. It's weird. It's trippy.
It feels weird.
All right. Yeah. Theo, you're up. No, wait. Sorry. That was Igneous. The bed is dead. Dead bed. Theo, you're up. Followed by Melbin.
Okay. I'm going to.
So you are grappled by the one that Igneous just punched. I think.
Okay. So then I will attempt to escape the grapple.
Yep.
Oh, 4. I don't think we'll do it. But I will move the moonbeam. I'll move the moonbeam over to it.
Okay.
And
to the mirror.
yes, so that's a con save.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry.
Yep. I think you're right. Roll a 12.
Does not pass. So it'll
Okay.
take 14.
Does the moonbeam only hit enemies?
I think it's
Bad question,
kinda
Matt.
choose
Shut up, Matt.
Yeah,
you kinda
whose side are
choose
you
it.
on?
14. Describe your victory.
Ooh, the light of the moon enters. Was it the mirror?
Yes.
Enters the mirror and like adds extra light energy, and it like bounces around, and then it goes zzz, pew, and it just kind of
So
explodes.
I'm going
Bunch
to
of
add to
light.
this. So it hits the mirror, and the moonbeam reflects into the mirror and beams across and hits the cabinet with the same beam reflecting it, and just just like the Skeksis from the Dark Crystal, like and both of them just melt with this moon energy, and you've defeated the mimic room.
Huzzah.
Good job.
Huzzah.
Everyone's sticky and kind of covered in pseudopod grossness, but
Hate it.
yeah, you've done it. With that, I also need everybody to make another wisdom saving throw.
+4, everyone.
Nap.
14.
21.
21.
15.
21.
Melbin, what'd you get?
21.
Okay. Who got 14?
I did.
Okay. Theo. The heat of the battle. It kind of catch your breath a little bit. The bears are still around, right?
Yep. For 1 hour.
Okay. For 1 hour. Okay.
Pearl and Raven.
And does the weasel go away after that?
No, he sticks around much longer. So he sticks around for like 12 hours.
Oh, gosh. Okay. So you got 2 bears, a weasel, a porcupine.
Porcupine friend.
Does the totem bear spirit stick around?
That will go away eventually, yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to keep track of your zoo here. Okay, so you feel pretty good. It's healing. There's kind of a second to catch your breath, and you look down, and your feet have kind of turned. Look down, and your where you have boots on, your big ogre feet have kind of turned in a little bit, and now they're kind of like a claw foot. It's like this claw foot kind of thing. And they're kind of have this coppery gold color. It's still your feet, but they're just like.
Oh, the old dogs are howling today. Oh, something's going on.
And at that point, you also get a communication from your ferret. Sorry,
Denny.
Denny, who says, "Hey, I don't know where I'm downstairs. I went downstairs while you guys were whatever you're doing. You should come down here."
Oh,
Cool
okay.
stuff down here.
Okay, I
I
guess
found
we'll
a
go
chicken.
downstairs.
You skipped it before.
I found a kitchen, and I found there's a kitchen and there's a dining room. And you can have something to eat, and there's also a room with a lot of books.
Ooh, are you guys hungry, or would you like a book?
I'm a bit hungry.
Okay, let's head to the kitchen. All right, we'll find
My
you.
back
Peeling
hurts.
sticky mirror parts and feathers off of me.
Yeah. Okay, so you head down
Come on, bears.
to the kitchen, or should say you start to head down out of this room, this far bedroom. You notice there's a kind of a shift in the air as you head down, and you hear this as you pass the other bedroom. You hear this. Kind of coming from the bedroom, or sorry, not the bedroom, the study that had the fireplace and the lounge, the kind of a chair and the coat rack, the cloaks. You hear this kind of mumble, and stumbling out from the room, you see a humanoid male, young, thin, dark hair, all black attire. And Jeff, what does XX Bloody Heart say?
Oh, good. You guys are here? or prepare to die. I'm not sure which exactly you are.
Those
But,
sound like the words of an assassin.
All right, and that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh, buddy.
We will pick it up right. It was a coat rack. The cloak rack.
See, I was looking for the
the whole time.
That's amazing.